Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. Don't forget, if you like the video, click on like and subscribe and talk about it on chat lines, wherever it is your social media activities, and help us to grow and help more people. I'll talk to you soon. Saz says, hi Mehran, want to know about HOCD, how to discern real homosexuality and HOCD, please. Thanks for your work. I have had number of videos on these sort of things. So just please watch them. I can't explain to you everything here, but there's one very simple thing. First of all, watch the playlist I have under the name Intrusive OCD, HOCD short videos. That will show you the most important part of your learning about your brain, that you're not the brain is not you. There's a separation between brain, you, and thought. That's the most important part of the whole thing about HOCD, because many people don't seem to understand. What comes to their head is not their representation, is not them. They should not identify with it because that's the brain's thoughts. And brain is not you. You have to understand that. And what tells you that you are this or that, what gender you are not, is the brain. But brain had no business, had no part in giving you the inclination and the gender that you are when you were being put together in the wombs of your mother. There was no brain involved. There was no thought or speech or availability of thinking capabilities was there. So brain thoughts had nothing to do with your gender when you were being put together. So it can never have anything to do with changing you because it thinks this way or that way. It's brain's thinking. That is not determining. It's like your brain says, oh, you have, you have two liver. Doesn't happen. You can think it that way, but in reality, you don't have two liver, one. Your brain can say your kidney is your heart. It can say, but it's not. But the one thing I can tell you here is short, but you go watch other videos that I put together and talk to psychotherapists and psychologists and who are specializing in OCD, HOCD. So. But the one thing I can tell you why you can tell that this is HOCD and it's not your gender, whatever your gender is, homosexual people have HOCD that they think they're heterosexual. Heterosexual people have HOCD that it suggests that they're homosexual. So it's for all genders. It's not like just this. So, but what I can tell you is very simple. Very, very simple. That if you are homosexual or not, and if one is homosexual, if you're heterosexual or not. Very simple. Awareness only presents itself when there's a contradiction. If there's a contradiction, there will be awareness. Contradiction is what? Is between something that it is and something that is not. So if there's an awareness in you, a question, awareness that there's a contradiction between what you are and what the brain suggests, that means you're not gay. If you're heterosexual and there's an awareness, that's why you're asking this question. That's an awareness. Look at it. Look at what you said. You're asking, how can I know? That awareness that tells you something is not according to what you prefer and what you want, and you're asking, I don't want this, that means the existence of contradiction. That means there's an awareness, and the awareness is telling you there's an existence of contradiction. That awareness is telling you the answer. If there was no awareness, like if my brain says, oh, you're heterosexual, I don't have a question. I'm not seeking any answer. Yeah. So there's no contradiction between what the brain says and what I am. You know, you like women, yeah? There's no awareness. It's just, but when there's a question, there's an awareness. Because there's a contradiction, there's a question, there's an awareness. That already tells you, because there's an awareness of a contradiction, that means you're not what the brain says you are. Because if you were, you would not notice any awareness, because there would be no contradiction between what the brain says and what you say. Can you see it? Can you see it? The fact that you sit here, think about it. The fact you sit in your room and question it. The fact that you say, I don't want this. What is this? Why is it like? These are all contradiction. These are awareness of a contradiction. And when there's a contradiction, that means, well, that's a contradiction. That's not me. That's something other than me. Therefore, end of the story. Now you got to figure out what HOCD behavior is, and then deal according to that to rewire it back and help it to come back to what is normal for you, what's always been. All right. Subscribe on my channel, visit my channel, and go through the videos that you might be interested in. Mind@seekstruth.com is making it one step away to talk to me one-on-one on Skype and discuss what's concerning you. I'll talk to you soon. But we too, like the iceberg, have 1,000 times bigger powers that is not visible, and we must. Why? Is it something we're rambling on and I expect you to accept it? Or is there actually another power within us? Would you come and help me out? Okay. What I want you to do is put your hands underneath my arms and just lift me up. There we go. Okay, now, that's my physical part, right? Same thing, again, with that. Just want to see if there's any difference. Go ahead. Now, go ahead. Now, this, go ahead, when you're ready.
Go ahead.
So you see, this is different than what he was doing, and I'm not really doing anything. You convinced?
Yeah.
So are you guys convinced that there is something other than, thank you. Thank you very much.